Hi, this is Monica. Welcome to Suds and Bees. Today we're going to be making another Valentine series soap with melt and pour. I called this one Mad Love. We're going to be making 2 small loaves of soap. Each loaf weighs 595 grams. And what I will be doing is I will be pouring the layers on one. There's going to be 5 layers of black and white. Once this has set, I will take it out, cut it diagonally in half, and split it into 2 loaves, and then we'll fill out the rest. So let me go and start melting the first layer. I've melted the melt and pour, the clear base, and I am now dissolving some charcoal, which I will be adding to the clear for our first row. So these are going to be 5 layers. Each layer is 119 grams. I divided 595.34 by 5 so I can get the right amount. I want the lines to look equally the same. And I will be adding 2% of fragrance to each layer. So I'm going to go ahead and measure that out. Put this here. We want to add 2.3 grams of fragrance oil. Okay, so we're going to pour the first layer. And while this layer sets, I will go ahead and melt the coconut milk, melt and pour, which is going to be our white layer. Okay, I'll go ahead and get started on the next layer and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I've melted the coconut milk layer, which is 119 grams. I have dissolved some titanium dioxide in glycerin because the scent that I'm using, which is Bite Me by Nurture's Candle Supply, has some vanilla in it, so I don't want it to discolorate. So I will be using just a little bit of color because it's only 119 grams in there. We're going to mix that in. And now I'm going to be adding 2% of the scent, which is 2 grams. If you feel like the scent is too strong, it will fade out after a couple of days, so don't panic. I made some pause recently and I thought I had added too much scent, but it has faded out, which I'm glad. So we're going to mix this in very well. So we are now at 117, so I feel very confident to to pour it in. So I spray it with 99% alcohol and pour my next layer in. I like to use the spoon to break the fall. So we'll finish up the other layers and then we'll come back to cut the soap in half. So now we want to set the soap up like so. And we are going to cut it diagonally so we can put it on the loaf. Now I'm not the best cutter. I never seem to cut straight, so wish me luck. I will cut as straight as my abilities allow me to. And now we're going to grab each mold and try and make this guy go in there. See, the mold is inside. So we have half of it here. And then we have half of it on the other mold. Let me zoom out so you can see it better. So now we have two molds. You can see how it's going to go. So I will go and melt the white coconut milk so we can pour it in here. Okay, so I've melted the coconut milk soap. So the white part of the soap is going to 253 grams. I will be inserting these hearts that I've made yesterday. So what I did is I measured the size of this and I cut the heart and then I put them in to where I wanted. The good thing about this mold is that it's clear on the side. So I put them in where I want the bottom of the heart to be. I also, I think the white side is starting to set. It's not fully set. As you can see, you can still, let me zoom in. You can still see it kind of, oh, my stand's just shaking for that. You can see it's still kind of, it's just the skin on there, but I will attempt to put in the heart. So there's the heart. We do want to spray it with, this is 99% alcohol. So I'm going to attempt to put it in there. Also spray here. You know, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to scratch the heart a bit to make sure things stick. I've never had a problem with them before, but better safe than sorry. Okay, so I'm going to, and I apologize, you can't really see me do this. No, it's really slippery. Really slippery will stay. Okay, I'm trying to get it. Shorten it a little bit so it stays. And there we go. Beautiful. So I'll go ahead and do the same one to the other one. But you guys get the gist. So I need to go melt the remaining coconut milk, melt and pour. Add the fragrance and add the titanium dioxide. And we'll be back to pour for the rest. Hi, so we're back. I have melted the remainder of the coconut milk melt and pour, and I have added titanium dioxide and the Bite Me fragrance. I did move the loaf to a tray just because that will make it easier for me to move it to a different location because I am working on several projects right now. So keep that in mind. If you don't put it on a tray, you'll have to wait until the soap sets. Okay, so my soap is at 120. I'm going to go ahead and spray this and begin to pour. We want to go ahead and just cover the rest of the loaf. And I think it bled a little bit. I can see some red here. Now that's the problem with the color that I used. It does bleed, so I'm still looking for a red that doesn't bleed. If you guys know of, and I poured a little too much. If you guys know of a red that's better for this and doesn't bleed, put it on the comments down below. So I'm going to wait for this to set. I will go ahead and cut it tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Welcome back. I have unmolded and cleaned the soap. It looks pretty nice. Well, this is the first loaf. Now I got the soap cutter for melt and pour. I'm not really good at cutting down straight with a knife, so somebody on Etsy developed the soap, but you still have to cut very slowly because it's melt and pour. Nice and clean in the middle. I think the soap came out pretty nice. I'm actually pretty happy with the soap. I've been thinking about it for about 2 months. Cut nice and slow. What's the difference between melt and pour and cold process? Cold process is a lot easier to cut with the cutters. And most people use a knife with these. Unfortunately, I am terrible at cutting straight. It's a nice size soap. It's 0.8 inches. Okay, and this is the last cut for this soap. This cutter is handcrafted by Maple Leaf Soap. You can find them on Etsy. You can also email them at mapleleafsoap@yahoo.com. I'll go ahead and put the link in the description box below. Go check them out. It's definitely worth it if you don't feel comfortable cutting straight, or the other cutters for melt and pour also are not that great at helping you to guide you to cut the soap straight. Well, thank you for watching. See you next video.